Now, e-commerce site Amazon recently concluded a fashion week in Delhi, and it has a lot of thrust now on the fashion department. They have tied up with leading Indian designers, so those shopping on Amazon.in will now be able to shop designer brands as well. There are some studies which are saying that the Indian fashion market is all set to cross about 2 lakh crore rupees by the time 2020 ends, and a large portion of this shopping will be done online. We have Vikas Prohit, head at Amazon Fashion, joining us from our Bangalore studios. Mr. Prohit, thank you so much for speaking with us at NDTV Profit. Given the potential of the market, the fashion market in the country, is that the reason why Amazon.in is focusing heavily on fashion?
Thanks for having us over here. I think we work customer backwards, and the genesis of the idea was, where can we benefit Indian consumers? We figured out that there is a huge scope of Indian consumers not able to access the selection that they want to, be it about Indian brands, which do not, the largest departmental store in India today is available only in 33 towns. So you can think of how many more towns do not have access to Indian brands. Number of towns which do not have access to the new collection of these brands or complete collection of these brands, or they do not have access to international brands which want to come into India. So for us, the decision was very simple. Can we do something to bridge this gap of accessibility, as well as work with millions of sellers where there are people who are doing fantastic work in regional pockets. So there are artisans or craftsmen in Gujarat, Rajasthan, Karnataka, Uttar Pradesh, but they are not able to reach out to millions of customers on our site. So for us, it was a very simple decision of where we can connect these sellers who had fantastic selection and buyers who really want to get access to this selection. So that's the genesis of this whole thirst on fashion.
Right. Mr. Prohit, what growth have you seen since the launch in 2013 of your fashion line?
So we started launch in 2013 September, but actually we completed the launch only by end of 2014, because apparel got launched in the last quarter of 2014, and that's when we think fashion got completed. We have seen some fantastic growth. Growth in watches in last 16 months has been 700%. Growth in accessories, especially fashion jewelry, has been close to 3000% in 16 months. And watches and apparel, which is less than 3 months old as a complete store, has seen 300% growth in 3 months. So that's on the outputs. On inputs, which is what matters more to us in terms of selection, we are very fast becoming the place to access largest selection in India, and that's what we'll remain focused on for 2015 also.
Right, but there is stiff competition from already established fashion e-commerce sites like Myntra or Jabong or Fashion and You. What's going to set you apart? Why should an online shopper shop at Amazon?
Right. I think culturally we are customer obsessed and not competitor focused. We do acknowledge the presence of multiple sites in India, and we do think that there is a lot of innovation which can be done on behalf of customers. We will remain focused on changing the way people shop and sell. I think you will see a lot of focus on ensuring, as I mentioned, access to a vast amount of selection, ensuring that sellers take benefit of whatever we are investing in infrastructure and technology, and this brings down their cost of sales, and they pass on this cost of sales to customers. So customers will get better prices. And third and most important thing is convenience. People will be able to access. Today we deliver in more than 19,000 pin codes in India, and a lot of cities, more than 55 towns, can get products in less than 24 hours. So we'll keep working on these overall for Amazon. And fashion specific, we are building a very big editorial team which will work on the fourth pillar, where a lot of Indian consumers do not have a place to go for fashion education or fashion guidance. I think Amazon will work very hard with its editorial team to build that opportunity for Indian consumers to go to a single site, learn about what's new in fashion, see from a vast selection, and able to get a trustworthy seller who sells it to them. So that will remain our focus for 2015.
But you've established tie-ups with designers as well, Indian designers. What is it that you're trying to establish by doing this, tying up with designers? Because they're seen as, many people see them as highly priced products which they perhaps don't want to shop on online. What do you want to do here?
Right. So our tie-up was with Fashion Design Council of India. So we were wanting to do something for the fashion ecosystem. Now, fashion ecosystem consists of manufacturers, brands stroke designers, retailers, platforms and customers. And if you see that till now no one has worked on bringing this ecosystem together. So our idea was to work with FTCI, work with these designers and give them exposure to all the data. Number of towns, and you will be surprised, the smallest of the town from where people are searching for names like Rohit Bal and Sabyasachi and others, Tarun Tahilyani and so on. It's immense. Now these people are not able to afford the products, as you have rightly said. This is an information which we transmit to the designers and Fashion Design Council of India. And designers are very smart businessmen. We met them, most of them in India Fashion Week, and they have realized that there is a certain market that they have captured in the key metros, but if they have to go to the smaller towns, they need to have a differential product strategy. So a lot of them are today working on a range of products which they will be launching on Amazon, and you can expect affordable price points on Amazon with multiple designers very soon. That's what we are working with them on.
That will certainly be something to keep a watch out for. Thank you so much for speaking with us at NDTV Profit and giving us more details of how you plan to grow the fashion department at Amazon and what's going to be your USP.